This thing is a clogging nightmare. Hey guys and gals, welcome to Garage Gear. I'm JB, and just so we're clear here, I purchased this CUB CADET 3X 30 HD with my own money, so you know you're getting an honest review. Also, so we're clear here, this 3X is several years old, but all things considered here, it's been recently tuned up and is equally as operational as a brand new model. The only thing different on newer models are the headlights. CUB CADET really hasn't changed much on these models over the years. With that being said, let's dive right into this 3-stage. This CUB CADET 3X has a 23-inch tall auger housing and claims to clear deep snowfalls about 50% faster than their lower end models, launching snow up to about 40 feet. Here's the dimensions. The width is 31 inches and that includes the skids. The length is about 54 inches long and she stands about 44 inches high. The weight on this unit is right around 303 pounds. And the auger housing up front is 13.5 inches deep. And to help this video go deeper with the YouTube algorithm, would you mind hitting that like button? Thank you very much. Inside, 12-inch augers, a 12-inch accelerator auger, and a 12-inch impeller with 4 blades on the back. There's an aluminum gearbox here in the middle with a 5-year limited warranty. And if you're interested in learning how to maintain that gearbox, I recently did a video on that procedure, and I'll have it linked down below in the description. At the bottom, a set of standard reversible polymer skids for better maneuverability. They won't rust, and they don't leave marks on your driveway. Also, on top, a roughly 6-inch wide steel chute that stands nearly 29 inches tall. This allows you to get a nice tall arch to launch snow at greater distance. The chute has a manual crank that will never fail you and get 200 degrees of rotation. And right behind the chute is a single auger belt pulley system, which is pretty standard for most MTD snowblowers. And right behind that cover is something big, a 420cc engine up on top. Plenty of power with electric start. Up top, you have your primer bulb. Right next to that is your safety key. Right below that is your throttle switch, which is also your on and off switch. Below that is your choke dial. There's no fuel shutoff valve on this engine. Oil capacity on this gal is 37.2 fluid ounces, and it's best to run these on 5W30 full synthetic oil. Nice big fuel tank up on top, and the fuel capacity is 5 quarts. To put that in perspective, this oil jug is 5 quarts. That's a lot of fuel. And in my experience, an engine like this with a gas tank that size will clear approximately 3 4-car driveways with about 6 to 8 inches of snow on top. And also in my experience, it's best to run these engines on ethanol-free fuel if you can get your hands on it. I recently did a carburetor cleaning video on this engine due to issues with stabilized fuel. I'll have that video linked down below as well. Now, underneath this big block engine is the transmission housing. This unit is driven with a friction disc system, getting you around with 6 forward speeds and 2 reverse. This 3X can be better navigated around with their power steering trigger system. Normally it drives straight, but when you pull up on one of the triggers or the other, it'll easily turn toward that side. This makes parking this 30-inch wide tanker truck a lot less of a chore. Down below are 16-inch taller tires, which are right about the size of a medium pizza. They're 6.5 inches wide, and these X-Track tires have a super deep directional tread mounted on an 8-inch deep dish rim. Making our way up the tubular handlebars, we have a Thomas Edison light bulb, or a halogen light bulb, and the newer models actually have 2 LED lights up on the dash, as well as one right here front and center on the front of the auger housing. This lever right here controls your chute deflector. This lever here is your speed selector. Here's your auger lever, here's your drive lever, and this snowblower comes with auger lock. And a nice touch to finish this all off, heated hand grips with an on-off switch right below the dash. Now, as far as warranties go, this unit comes with a 3-year residential warranty, a 1-year commercial warranty, and oddly enough, a 3-year chute warranty. All right, enough talking. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go fire this 3X up. According to the manual, we're gonna take our throttle here and we're gonna set it all the way up to high. We're gonna take our choke dial here and turn that all the way. There we go. This bar is very much in the way. And then from here, we're gonna prime it with 1 second between primes. That's 1, 2, and 3. Now from here, we just gotta give it a good firm pull. From here, take the choke. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, let's fire up the augers. All right, we're in gear 1. We're gonna send it up and down the driveway through its gears. Here we go. Gear 1 has a decent working speed. I'd rather have it be just a little bit slower. Now we got gear 2. Whoa. She really starts to gallop in gear 2 here. Gear 3. Oh yeah. That's moving a lot quicker now. That trigger steering definitely helps moving this thing around. Now we're going into gear 4. I might have to run with it. Big lift off right there. Now gear 5. This thing's gonna sling way back. Oh yeah. Definitely a transport speed. Now gear 6, here we go. It's almost identical to gear 5. Now for those that want to see reverse, here we go, reverse 1. There it is. That's a nice working speed. That's almost what it should be for gear 1 going forward. Now reverse 2, here we go. Excellent. And to shut her down, we just take the throttle and ease it off. Now it is safe to say that gears 1 and 2 are going to be your working speeds. Gears 3, 4, 5, and 6 are really quite fast for this machine. So those are going to be more of your transport speeds. Now here's what I like about this CUB Cadet 3X. This 3X has one of the biggest engines you can get on a snowblower. 420 cc's is an absolute powerhouse. It has a gargantuan gas tank, so you can hold a ton of fuel and just keep on going. Next, the tall metal chute. This allows you to get that nice tall arc and comes with increased durability. The tires. These X-Track tires give you plenty of grip and can crawl over any mound of snow that comes in their way. And the trigger steering is a plus given the unit's weight and size. And if you don't quite have the strength to turn a larger unit like this is a big plus. And those heated hand grips are a nice feature too. And let's face it, if you're outside battling a big snowstorm, your neighbors are gonna be waving you over like this, and you're gonna be out there for a while, you wanna grab onto something hot. Here's what grinds my gears with this CUB Cadet 3X. Oh, this is gonna be a long list, right? Let's talk about the elephant in the garage. This thing is a clogging nightmare. And that's not just coming from me, that's coming from many frustrated owners of these right here on the channel. CUB Cadet claims that the forward-facing auger up front spins and breaks up snow 50% faster than their two-stage models. That is a bold-faced lie on their website. This accelerator up front doesn't do a good job pulling snow into the impeller in the back. And this turns this unit more into a plow rather than a snowblower, pushing the snow all around. Given my weather, I tested this CUB Cadet 3X in every snow condition I could find. Curb snow, lake effect snow, high snow, low amounts of snow, powder, you name it. And many subscribers here on the channel will agree that the only time this CUB Cadet 3X snowblower is successful is in light or powdery snow. That's it. In that case, it can send it, and that's great. But you're gonna be battling with this snowblower every single time you hit the end of your driveway. Did we clog it? This unclogging stick will become your best friend. Every single two-stage snowblower that I've had in this garage without an impeller kit has thrown significantly better than this. Now, I did install an impeller kit on this snowblower, and it does help throw snow farther and reduce the clogging. Without the impeller kit though, this 3X will not throw snow more than just a couple of feet. That's pretty unimpressive for a machine that costs nearly over $2,000 as of the filming of this video. But even with an impeller kit, I was still able to clog this thing. I think we still managed to clog it. And that's the first time I ever installed an impeller kit and still had a snowblower clog. Nope, not happening. The problem's not in the impeller housing because that actually looks clear inside. I can see through that. You can see there's nothing in the hole. The problem is right up here in this forward-facing auger. It's all jammed up and it just won't spin anymore. Problem's not back here, it's up front. Nope, there's nothing in the hole. All right, let's see if we cleared it. Yep. That's better. There it is. There we go. I'll have that kit linked down below, as well as the install video. Snow gets so bound up in here, it brings the unit to a grinding halt. And this lame design pretty much renders that 420cc engine up on top useless at this point. You got all that power up top, but you can't use it to its full potential because you have such a massive clogging problem up here in the front. Now these augers are also a problem. Here's a sound that MTD manufactured snowblowers are well known for. Our auger's supposed to make a sound like that. We have this massive 23-inch housing, but only 12-inch augers to help break up the snow. That's like going to play Major League Baseball with a T-ball bat. That means when you hit a big snowbank, you're only working the bottom foot. These 12-inch augers should really be in the 14 to 16-inch range to really start breaking up some snow. And this shelf here also adds to the clogging issue, helping to compact snow underneath. Even though this is rounded, snow still has a tendency to rest right up here on top. And the overall depth of this bucket is pretty shallow at only 13.5 inches deep. That just leaves you with not a lot of room to process a lot of snow in here. Moving back to the impeller deep inside, we do have a 4-blade impeller, which is nice, but it's a measly 12 inches wide, and that only gives this unit about a 40% auger to impeller ratio. In my experience, snowblowers with a higher auger to impeller ratio tend to throw snow better. And at 40%, that's a pretty weak number, leading to an overworked impeller, further adding to this clogging mess. Listen, do you want to constantly be taking this chute clearing stick and constantly breaking up snow? You got a driveway to clean. And this snowblower is just full of bad designs. If you live in a region that sees high snow totals, or more specifically, heavy, wet, lake effect snow like I do here in Buffalo, do not, I repeat, do not buy this snowblower. This will be a financial decision that you will regret. Cub Cadet, I hope you're listening, because this 3X has not been properly product tested, and owners are speaking their minds right on your website, right in the reviews. Now, let's get into some of the other details, specifically the belts. We have a big housing, a big engine, all these moving parts, and only one auger belt spinning this entire system. Even cheaper models by other brands are using a dual belt pulley system to help reduce belt slippage when hammering into heavy snowbanks. For this kind of snowblower, there should be 2 belts, not 1. Shear pins. This 3X is a shear pin snapper. So many subscribers have complained about snapping shear pins on this unit. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 shear pins on this unit, and if you snap that one in the back, that's a huge pain to swap out. Welds. This front accelerator takes a lot of abuse ramming into snowbank after snowbank. And the welds on these accelerators are very thin. Doesn't appear to have much holding them on. And I've seen videos of owners just spinning these accelerators around while the shear pin's still in place because the welds broke. Cables. There are way too many cables on the back side of this 3X. Just several different things that could break at the worst possible time. And when you start adding on lots of more gadgets, you get more things that could possibly break. And the ones that I've seen break the most are the ones that lead here to the deflector. My dad, the garage geezer, had to replace his twice on a Troy-Bilt that was built by the same manufacturer. The engine, lots of panels that you have to remove here just to get to the carburetor. And that takes time. This makes tune-ups just take a lot longer. No way around it. This 3X design is a 150% gimmick to sell more snowblowers. And surprisingly, it does intrigue a lot of people to buy it. And oddly enough, these snowblowers do hold strong resale values. So if you've had enough of the clogging and you're considering selling it, you'll probably get some decent money for it. They say that different is better than better. But in this case, Cub Cadet shouldn't be doing different. They should be doing better. Cub Cadet, MTD, let's talk. Let's give homeowners a snowblower that they really want. Now, some may be thinking, what should I look at instead? Well, something like this. This is an Ariens Deluxe, and all things considered, I am a self-admitted Ariens fan. And if you watch the review of this snowblower below, you'll start to see how this Ariens Deluxe 24 outshines the 3X in so many ways. This snowblower runs $500 less and can throw farther than that 3X right out of the box. When I hit that heavy bank right there, it sent it to here. At this farthest line, we're at 27 feet. Not bad from there to there. Let's get a measurement. For our initial test, we're at 33 feet. Have one of these Cub Cadet 3X snowblowers and want to make it last? Or you're possibly considering selling it down the road and you want to up the resale value? Then check out my full snowblower rust proofing course linked down below in the description. And be sure to tell everyone about your CUB Cadet 3X experiences down below in the comments. For more cool garage gear content, click or tap the screen right here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the garage.